wires here. It's like electrical panel, things like that.
Okay.
A lot of the anchor bolts, which are down here on this bottom plate, need to be tightened down. That's kind of throughout the whole property. There, I can move them with my hand, so
Okay.
they should be tightened. This area here in the garage, I would just recommend joist hangers be present to better support those boards. Some of these boards, this is in the garage again, have some gaps here between the stud and this header.
Okay.
There's a lot of places throughout the house where there's loose wires. Some of these places, like this one, they should be secured to the stud. And it looks like there was a staple here at one point and then they took it out for whatever reason. So anyways, the wires should be attached to the studs every 4.5 feet, or they shouldn't be loose. It's our water shut off. Places like this are going to need plates, metal plates, to prevent nails from hitting the wires. Another place where these are loose wires here, that's by the front entry. This is above the front entry again. This support here, these little studs are crooked. I'm just gonna point that out. Another nail plate for the wire. These boards here are over notched, so that means they cut too far into the stud for that wire. Another nail plate, another anchor bolt needs to be tightened. Here's a place where again there's separation between this stud or this jack stud and the bottom plate. So you'll see, it's a place where you can see joint cracks, settlement, things like that. That's, unnecessary. This is in the guest bedroom window. There's a lot of daylight coming through around it at the top. Reason for that being is they didn't put any tape flashing at the top of that window on the exterior of the house. So they need to fix that. More anchor bolts. These are actually wires that don't have electricity in them. These are for like their insect. Or bug.
I've seen that a lot.
Either way, these are also really close to the edge of the stud, so it's a place where a nail can pierce those. This is a random wire. I don't know where that's going to go to, but it's in the study.
Okay.
Yep. This stud is damaged. It's cut in pretty significant there. This is a loose stud. And the locations of these will be in the report. I think that it's around the study or the pantry, somewhere in that area. What are we looking at here?
Electrical something, or is there like a gap in the...
No, it's this duct.
Okay.
Right here. This is just an extra duct that they probably didn't need, and they cut it, so it's trash. They need to get rid of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually right above us.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. These are general photos of the plumbing. This is going to be a kitchen island, so there should really be what I'm used to seeing is 3 wires here. One is going to be for the disposal, one will be for the dishwasher, and then one is for an outlet in the island. So that is required by building code. They don't actually have to put the outlet in, but they have to pre-wire it for an outlet. Anyways, there's only 2 wires here instead of 3, so I'm gonna just say that it's not wired for that extra outlet. These are general photos. This will be all the kitchen appliances, where all those go. This is a damaged junction box here in the ceiling. That's in the, I think, primary bedroom or living room area.
Okay.
Is where I saw that. Another stud that's twisted. More wire plates for the wires. This is a joist hanger here. It's missing nails and fasteners. That's in the primary bedroom. All the windows, they don't have any foam insulation around them yet, so that might be something that they have yet to do. Another twisted stud, another damaged stud. Right up here, this is an interior wall, so the requirement for exterior walls is where you have a double top plate, which is what this is, that there should be an overlap. So basically there shouldn't be two boards that end at the same time. This is an interior wall in the kitchen. I'm just gonna point that out as anyways, that the top plates don't overlap. My worry is that this is a place where you'll start to see joint cracks or shifting in the wall because it's not secured. Another loose wire, another over-notched stud here. This is a plumbing pipe, which isn't necessarily loose, but it does stick out past the wall. So when they go to put the drywall up, this pipe is either going to damage the wall, or the pipe will get damaged or get pinched or something like that. So it's just something I'm going to point out in the report. This is just saying that there's some deficiencies in the concrete. In several of the rooms, especially the side bedrooms and the guest bedroom, there's these random junction boxes here, which would, in my opinion, be for lights. And they're in the corners of the room. So that's a weird place for a light to go. I'm not sure what those are for, but I'm just gonna put that in the report and say that there's junction boxes and
Could it be for internet?
not in the ceiling.
Not in the ceiling. Okay.
No, these look like they would be for lights.
Okay.
Yeah. Same thing there. More wires that aren't in a junction box.
Ghost wires.
Yeah. Another, this just needs a plate over it for that wire. Another loose wire. As the wires come out of these boxes, they're required to be stapled to the stud. I think it's like, I don't know, 4 inches from the box or something like that. So it needs to be secured. More loose wires. Another place where nail plates needed. Now this is on the outside of the house. This material here is around the bottom of the foundation. I prefer to see it cover all of the concrete, just because if it doesn't, those are places where you can start to see corner pops or things like that in the foundation. These are general photos. This is where the plumbing will be. Gas meter will be here, electrical, your HVAC system. There's some tears in the vapor barrier that just need to be taped. Fastener that's not installed properly. Another hole here. This is the back porch. There's 2 places where the back porch has pretty significant defects that need to get patched. And they may do that further down the road. They may wait till they're done with the heavy construction. More holes in the vapor barrier here. This is in the back porch area. Same thing, that's up around the top of the back porch. That's the patio again. Another hole in the vapor barrier. Holes in the vapor barrier. This is where that window in the guest bedroom that I talked about, where they don't have any flashing above that. So they need to put some tape flashing there. Again, some holes in the vapor barrier. Holes in the vapor barrier. Loose vapor barrier. They had flashing here to tape it down, but it's come loose. This is a vent on the roof that's missing. Some shingles that are kind of lifting up right here. Then this is on the roof. There's some nails that need some sealant. Same thing here. These are just general pictures of the roof structure. The plumbing vents and the flues, they haven't been painted yet. That'll get done. More tears in the vapor barrier. And then these are just some general pictures of the roof structure on the inside. This looks good overall. The ductwork looks good as well. Some places here where the rafters don't meet up in touch with the ridge board. You can see the gaps again here. And then this is just the HVAC equipment in the attic, and then our water heater as well up in the attic. So that's it.
Your overall opinion?
Pretty typical
Pretty
stuff.
typical stuff? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. There's more wires that are loose than typical from what I usually see. So they need to come back in, make sure that those are all secured in place. The stud that's twisting and loose, they need to secure those things. Anything that's more structural based are going to be hidden. Those are the things that really need to be addressed right now.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.